Thousands of years ago, samurai were the hereditary military nobility and the warrior class of Japan. They faced and overcame many difficult challenges, and left for us, Bushido, the ultimate guide for the modern man to be his ultimate self. Here are the 8 golden virtues that will help you become the best version of yourself, not only in the world's eyes, but more importantly, yours too. Number 1, righteousness. Pronounced, gi. For the samurai, gi was a guiding principle that ensured they always acted in a way that was honorable and just. They were expected to be truthful and sincere in all their dealings with others, and to never deceive or mislead others. This adherence to gi was considered essential to maintaining the trust and respect of their lord and comrades in arms. In practical terms, the practice of gi meant that samurai were expected to uphold their word, act with honesty and integrity, and always do what was right, even if it was difficult or unpopular. It was a way of life that demanded strict adherence to a strict moral code and was essential to the samurai's sense of identity and purpose. Number 2, heroic courage. Pronounced, yu. Yu, second of the 8 key principles of Bushido, emphasizes the importance of courage and bravery in the face of danger. Samurai were expected to be fearless and resolute in their actions, and to never back down from a challenge. This principle was especially important in times of war, when samurai were called upon to risk their lives for their lord and their country. The practice of yu required rigorous physical and mental training, and was an essential component of the samurai way of life. Number 3, benevolence. Pronounced, jin. The principle of jin emphasized the importance of compassion, empathy, and kindness, and required samurai to treat others with respect and dignity at all times. For samurai, the practice of jin meant that they were expected to be kind and generous to those who were weaker or less fortunate than themselves. They were expected to be compassionate and empathetic, and to always strive to understand the needs and perspectives of others. This was especially important in times of war, when samurai were called upon to protect and defend the lives and well-being of others. Number 4, respect. Pronounced, rei. Emphasizing the importance of respect and courtesy towards others, rei was one of the key principles of Bushido. Samurai were expected to show respect to their superiors, peers, and subordinates, as well as to their enemies and even to inanimate objects. This included showing respect for the enemy's weapons and armor, as well as for nature and the environment. For samurai, the practice of rei was essential to maintaining social order and harmony, as well as to building strong relationships with others. It was considered a sign of strength and character to show respect and courtesy, even in difficult or challenging situations. Number 5, honesty. Pronounced, Makoto. Makoto, one of the key principles of Bushido, emphasizes the importance of honesty and sincerity in all aspects of life and demands that samurai always speak and act truthfully. When warriors say that they will perform an action, it is as good as done. Nothing will stop them from completing what they say they will do. They do not have to give their word. They do not have to promise. Speaking and doing are the same action. Number 6, honor. Pronounced, Meiyo. At its core, Meiyo demanded strict adherence to a strict moral code that emphasized the importance of upholding one's word, and never backing down from a challenge. To a samurai, honor was more important than life itself, and to lose one's honor was the ultimate shame. For samurai, the practice of Meiyo was essential to maintaining their sense of identity and purpose. It was considered a sign of character to always act with honor, even in life-threatening situations. Whether in times of war or peace, Meiyo was a guiding principle that ensured samurai always acted in a way that was honorable and just. Number 7. Duty and loyalty. Pronounced, Chugi. Chugi, or loyalty, demanded strict adherence to a strict moral code that emphasized the importance of being loyal to one's lord and comrades in arms. The practice of Chugi required rigorous physical and mental training, and was an essential component of the samurai way of life. It was considered a sign of immense character to always remain loyal. In times of war, the samurai's loyalty was often the only thing that kept them fighting, even when facing insurmountable odds. Number 8. Self-control. Pronounced, Jisei. For the samurai, the practice of Jisei was essential to developing the inner strength and resilience necessary to face the challenges of life. It required rigorous training in martial arts, as well as mental training designed to cultivate inner strength and resilience. Samurai were expected to be prepared for battle at all times, both physically and mentally. The practice of Jisei also emphasized the importance of frugality and self-sufficiency. Samurai were expected to live a simple and austere lifestyle, with an emphasis on self-discipline and self-control. This meant avoiding excess and luxury, and being able to survive and thrive under difficult conditions. Hope you liked the video. Sayonara.